Howdy folks, Spencer here with some more STO news, including an upcoming IDW crossover. As always, chapters to everything are down below. First up, thanks to Reddit user Blue Kicker for sharing a teaser from IDW's Red Shirts #2 comic, we now know that STO is once again teaming up with the folks at IDW to bring us another comic book ship. This ship is the USS Omega from their upcoming comic, The Last Starship, which is going to be published on September 24th. We don't know if the ship will also be dropping in STO the same day. All we know from the teaser is that it's going to arrive sometime this fall. But given the timing, I would not be surprised to see the USS Omega as a lockbox ship going live alongside the Season 34 update, which again is expected to drop on PC late September, early October. Now, before I dive into the rest of the teaser, here's a description of the Last Starship comic to help you understand what is going on and some of the themes that we're going to see with this ship. Quote, "The Federation has fallen. Hope is fading. One last starship remains to fight for the future, unless a resurrected James T. Kirk dooms it first. For 7 centuries, the United Federation of Planets brought together the entire galaxy with peace, stability, enlightenment, and the promise of mutual protection. And then, in one terrible moment, it all crumbled in an event known as the Burn, a galaxy-wide disastrous event in which dilithium has gone inert, causing the detonation of every active warp core. The only ship remaining is a hack-and-slash Enterprise Omega and its ragtag crew. Facing a true Wild West in space, the crew will need to make use of what few resources they have to uphold Starfleet's mission of unity across the universe. And Captain Kirk will have to face a future without the Federation he loves so dearly." End quote. Now, diving into the teaser shown at the end of the Red Shirt comic, this is presenting some of the concept art and insight into the ship from the STO team. Sadly, the resolution of these images here isn't amazing, so some of the images and text you're going to see here are not going to be the easiest to read. But for the Omega here, it has a unique visual look due to being salvaged and rebuilt from existing starship pieces from multiple ships. As you can see here, it's got exposed girders, open hull panels, mismatched parts, and in some of the concept art, you can even see an exposed warp core. So it's something that's quite clearly been cobbled together, and that is a bit of a challenge here because this is a ship that's supposed to be from the 32nd century, and when you're going in and Mad Maxing things, as they talk about on the next page, that tends to make things look less advanced, but with this being a ship from the far out future, it still needed to retain visuals to indicate that it has super advanced technology. And the second page has some additional discussion and visual options that they're looking at for this ship. There's some more notes here about the exposed warp core, and potentially a unique visual to have particles of debris breaking off the ship constantly. Overall, the visuals of the ship are really impressive from what I've seen so far here, and it certainly is something that's very unique in STO. If you'd like to take a closer look at any of these images, I'll have the Reddit thread linked below. Now, as for the stats, at this time there's nothing. But sadly, given the backstory of this ship, I feel like Merc Worker and Temporal seem to be a likely combo. Personally, I'd rather not have any Merc Worker, but that is just the vibe I'm getting from the ship. But let me know what you guys would like to see from it in the comments down below. Next up, console players have a double experience event starting up today, September 5th at 8 AM Pacific, that'll be running until the 9th at noon Pacific. So if you have any characters you need to level up, this weekend will be a great time to do so. Next up, a reminder that all platforms currently have Zen Sales up. For console, this is a 20% discount running until September 10th for most of the price points. If you're on Xbox, some of the cheaper packs are not going to be on sale because there was an unannounced Zen Sale that happened for those a couple of weeks ago. And for those of us on PC, our Zen Sales are running until September 17th because they started after the console ones. So this is 20% bonus to any of the Zen packs on Arc and Steam. And over on Epic, it's a 20% discount for the Zen packs along with the 20% Epic rewards. In addition, Epic has just started their end of summer sale spotlight, so if you're looking to pick up some recent AAA games at some good prices, make sure to take a look over there. The 20% Epic rewards does apply to those as well. And whether you're buying STO Zen via Epic, which again you can only do if you natively play through Epic or if you linked your Arc account over to them years ago when it was possible, or if you're looking to pick up some other games on sale, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could use my creator code CasualSAB at checkout. The funds from that greatly help me out. Now, for those of you on the fence about picking some Zen up, we are likely to see a new MUDs bundle sometime in the next month or so. The past 2 years have seen a new bundle appear in October. And as many of you know, the past couple of MUDs bundles have cleared out quite a few of the less desirable ships. It's just a matter of time until we get some of the more desirable ships in the MUDs bundles again, like the Crossfield Refit, the Mirror Warship, When you look at the ships from the past couple of years, the Crossfield Refit is the only premium ship from 2021 that is not in a bundle. And for the Mirror Warship, that and the Inquiry are the only ships from 2020 that are premium, not in a bundle. So it is just a matter of time until those end up in a bundle. So it might be worth having some Zen set aside just in case that new Muds bundle does end up having something good in it. And next up on the free-to-play front, the dilithium exchange backlog has now surpassed 14 million Zen. Selling your Zen for dilithium is still instant, but with this backlog, you must post your dilithium for sale at 500 dil per Zen, and then you'll need to wait over 60 days for the order to process. If you take your dilithium order down at any point during that 60 days, you'll reset your position in the queue, and when you repost it, you'll be starting that 60+ day wait all over again. This delay means that for those of you trying to grind dilithium in exchange for Zen for Black Friday, you'll need to have your dilithium posted in the next 2 to 3 weeks, or it may not go through in time for the Black Friday sales in late November. This backlog issue stems from multiple causes. Bot farms are something I've talked about before, and those are certainly a contributing factor, but the overabundance of dilithium in the game and the lack of dilithium sinks for veteran players is certainly the biggest factor. And sadly, the impact from the Dil Vandy Shield events has started to wear off as most folks now have the shields that they want. To me, the simplest solution to this DilEx issue would be to just enable some way to use dilithium to speed up Endeavor progression, but sadly, the devs seem to be firmly against that idea. They feel that the Endeavor system works too well for player retention and they don't want to compromise that. But as someone that has seen people quit the game or decide to not bother with that system when they hear that it's a several-year grind to finish, I feel a bit differently about that assessment. But I'd be curious to hear from all of you what sort of repeatable Dil sync you'd like to see added to the game to help address these issues. Leave your ideas in the comment section down below. And now it's time for some free games. So over on the Epic Games Store, right now through September 11th at 10 a.m. Central, you can pick up Monument Valley. Then from the 11th up through the 18th will be Ghost Runner 2. And over on Twitch or Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, you can pick up a bunch of games right now entirely for free for a variety of storefronts. So you've got codes or redemptions here for the Epic Games Store, GOG, the Amazon launchers, and for some of the games here, you've got Into the Breach, you've got a couple of the complete editions for some of the older Civilization games like 3 and 4, you've got the definitive edition of Thief, and quite a few others. As always, links to these pages are down below so you can go in and claim them. And next up, Real Merch has just found some more stock for a few of the Eagle Moss Star Trek ship models, and they'll be starting up a sale later today. I'll have a link below if you want to take a look around and see what they have. And if it's your first purchase through them, you can use code CasualSAB at checkout to save some more money. And if you've made it this far, Sora has sponsored another Lobby item giveaway in the CasualSAB Discord. This is for PC players, and there will be 2 winners drawn September 13th. To enter, simply go to the giveaways channel and hit the party icon below the giveaway post, and check back on the 13th to see if you've won. And that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.